Let's turn our attention to the riding of Kenora-Rainy River. This is the second election since the riding was split to allow for the creation of its northern neighbor Kiiwetinoong in 2018. Kenora-Rainy River has become a battleground this year with a record 8 candidates vying for the seat at Queen's Park. Adam Riley has this candidate breakdown.
The world has changed a lot since progressive conservative incumbent Greg Rickford was first elected to Queen's Park in 2018, especially in the riding of Kenora-Rainy River. He says it was all for the best and referred to the PC platform for how things could improve for the riding should voters send him back to Toronto.
Only Doug Ford and I can get it done for Northern Ontario. We have a 5-point plan to rebuild Ontario's economy, working for workers, building highways and key infrastructure, keeping costs down, and plan to stay open. That's what folks are asking for. That's our 5-point plan.
Rickford is facing off against 7 other hopefuls, including NDP first-timer Joanne Formanek-Gustafson, who is also hoping to bring party representation back to the riding, as the region was an NDP stronghold for almost 20 years. She says there are many issues facing residents in Kenora-Rainy River, with proper access to health care being a key one.
I had a trip in January that hasn't been approved yet, 3.5 months, and I haven't got my travel grant. I had to go to Thunder Bay. That should not be happening to people, and I'm lucky enough that that's not a huge financial hardship for me, but that's not the case for many people, right? Access to doctors in your home community is really, really important, and a lot of people don't have that now. Specialists, that's huge for us.
Returning to the provincial election scene is Anthony Leake, who ran for the Liberals in both 2011 and 2014, placing third in both runs. For him, infrastructure of both the municipal and highway variety is an area of focus.
You know, as great as the twinning is between Kenora and Manitoba, I think that the twinning between Vermilion Bay and Kenora, or even east of that, is just as important. I've seen lots of conversations about how dangerous it can be on the way to Vermilion Bay from Kenora, and I think that that's also a priority that should be looked at.
In 2018, the Green Party scored 3% of the vote in the riding, but newcomer Catherine Keavening is hoping gains made since the last election in other regions could boost her chances to become the first Green MPP in northwestern Ontario. She says while there are many issues affecting the riding, there is one thing above all she wants to help facilitate if elected.
I want to see our communities thrive. I even, like if there is any issue that anyone has, they can bring it forward to me. I want to be as available to my constituents as possible. I want to spend most of my time in my riding as much as I can.
In addition to Rickford, Gustafson, Leake, and Keavening, former federal independent candidate Kelvin Boucher-Chicago is carrying the banner for the New Blue Party. Former federal NDP candidate Janine Seymour is back, this time running as an independent under the name Mi'ajiquan. Larry Brayland is representing the Ontario Party, and Richard Jonason is aiming to win for the Consensus Party. Ontarians will head to the polls on June 2nd. Adam Riley, TBT News.